What's up, y'all? Rich Slaton here. This week I hosted a 1,000-person tournament, $100 prize, courtesy of our friends at AMG, sponsored by Aftershock Media Group, given the prize pool there exclusively on madcat.tv/Rich Slaton. A 1,000-person tournament. We had about 200-something entries. Top 8 made a bracket, and through that bracket, we got down to the final 2, and here they come right now. It's going to be a best-of-5 matchup between M4ke, the Finnish player, and Miniminter, the very, very well-known Peruvian American, two top-tier players who are going to go toe-to-toe here in a best-of-5. Players will ban on loss, so there won't be bans to open things up, but once they lose, a ban will be coming in. So let's go ahead and jump into Game 1, best-of-5, $100 on the line. Again, sponsored by our friends over at AMG, who are supporting mobile gaming content creators and streamers throughout the mobile gaming universe. So here we go, vamping a little bit as I wait for this next game to get going. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, of course, give me a like here on YouTube and get more competitive Clash Royale content. Here we go, game number 1 between the Finnish player M4ke and the Peruvian American Miniminter. And both these guys have had some big-time performances in this tournament. Again, it was a 1,000-person tournament. We had about 250 people actually show up for it, and maybe almost 300. The top 8 went to a bracket after that hour-long tournament, and now we're down to our final 2, $100 on the line, courtesy of AMG. Miniminter, bottom of your screen. M4ke at the top. Miniminter looking like he's running that double bait deck that's so popular right now. Skeleton Barrel and Goblin Barrel. M4ke most likely going with Graveyard from what we've seen so far. Of course, that could be wrong right now. These cards really fit in anywhere at the moment, Goblin Hut being so insanely popular. And so here we go. It is GY and an early GY from the Finnish player. A little aggressive. Dark Goblin in the back, just in range of the poison. No, not for the first step. Does finally step into poison range. Princess helps a little bit on the opposite side. That's a lot to spend early from the Finnish player to not get a ton of damage. 1917 left-hand side. Snowball not available, so Skeletons go ham on the left-hand side. 1481. Miniminter out to an early lead. Surprised here that M4ke went so aggressive in the opening moments against such a strong player. So we'll see if that comes back to bite him on the back end. Remember, this is game number 1, best-of-5. Goblin Barrel in left-hand side. Snowball does go in this time, 1382. But remember now, Snowball not in cycle for any of the rest of this bait deck. Princess does connect. And with the aggression we've seen so far, yes, it is the Graveyard one more time. This time Dark Goblin does step up, but no poison pull on this one, knowing maybe he overcommitted last time. This time holding back a little bit. A couple skeleton shots on the left-hand side, 858. But there's the way they're cycling. A lot of people go try to throw both at the same time or time them so it's pop-pop with these two. But right now, Miniminter really putting these two on opposite ends of the cycle, knowing that Snowball is the only really great response that M4ke has for either one of these things. So Night cycle down for Miniminter into the left-hand lane, playing solid defense, put some pressure on the right-hand side. Have to deal with that Princess, but how do you deal with that Princess when you have to play this left-hand game? Do you sacrifice a Musketeer to that side? Who knows? And look at that Skeleton Barrel right to the Dark Goblin, keeping the pressure away, not letting M4ke build up a solid push for that next Graveyard. Although here we go, Baby Dragon, Knight, and Musketeer. Is Bomb Tower enough to deal with it? We'll see. Poison does take the Dark Goblin off the board, and these Skellies starting to connect a little bit here, but now the Goblin Barrel in for Miniminter, down to 194. Princess at the bridge does get the connection. That should be enough. It looks like it's going to be Miniminter winning game number 1 against the Finnish player. Very, very well played. He has looked so good throughout this whole entire tournament, and there you have it, winning game number 1. GG, well played. Miniminter now 2 wins away from that $100 prize. Let's go ahead and take a look at our stats, courtesy of our friends over at Stats Royale. If you don't know what your next chest is going to be, Stats Royale will assuredly tell you. And you can see right now that Miniminter was just getting those barrels down repeatedly. And again, it was playing them without having them continuously be the exact same thing, right? It was going back and forth instead of trying to drop them at the same time. And here we go. So we do have bans on loss in this tournament, and the ban on loss for M4ke is going to be the Bomb Tower. So Bomb Tower is going to be out here. Let me go ahead and queue that one up so that we have that one now known that it's off the board for the remaining of the game. I believe that I have that on the correct side. Either way, there we go. One of our two bans, Bomb Tower, no longer available, off for both players. Let's go ahead and jump into game number 2 here. Miniminter up by 1. And yes, I did get the Bomb Tower on the right side. Bomb Tower banned from M4ke, so no longer available. Going Dark Prince to open up, and again, Miniminter going with Skeleton Barrel. Is it the same look, or is this a different Skeleton Barrel bait deck? So far, looking very similar. Knight picks up the Dark Prince. M4ke probably going with the Goblin Giant Sparky deck. Most likely when you see these two as the first, but we'll see if that's the case. Mini-P.E.K.K.A in the back. And Goblin Barrel to the inside gets quite a bit of damage and makes some room for that Knight to get 2 shots, 1461 left-hand side. So again, it's Miniminter out to an early lead, and here we go. Goblin Giant with Mini-P.E.K.K.A. Inferno Tower, so a bit of a juke this time from Miniminter, but the zap resets, and that's going to be a lot of damage. Nice, look at that little micro control. The Knight pulling the Mini-P.E.K.K.A to the inside. Beautiful, beautiful play and knowledge of positioning from Miniminter. And not keeping the pressure on, but of course, this is going to get very, very difficult. Zap to reset the Inferno Tower is great for the finish side. Dark Prince down. Miniminter kites to the center with the skeletons. Should be enough to stop a charge getting on tower, and it is. Now Dark Goblin going to put a little pressure on the left-hand side, hit by the Mini-P.E.K.K.A. Skeleton's not in cycle, so now Miniminter has to just push a little bit and knows, oh, last second, that Knight just barely gets in. And no real good response here. Has to drop 7 elixir is M4ke to defend against that Skeleton Barrel, and now Princess will easily take care of those minions. Knight not in cycle. We'll see what he does for the Musketeer here. Just chooses to eat the shots and instead go for offense in this situation. And now Zap not in cycle for M4ke if he chooses to push against an Inferno Tower. We'll see. Zap now the 7th card for the Finnish player. Dark Prince going to the right-hand lane. And Miniminter really choosing to eat a lot of damage here. I don't know if those were late skeletons or if that was intentional, but Miniminter really playing the min-max game so far. We'll see if that works out for him. And a few skeletons do survive. And that tower just about down, 76 HP. I don't know if Miniminter has any direct damage spells, so might have to go there one more time. Now loading up to the right-hand lane, so I'm suspecting, there you go. He does have arrows. Just show that he does have the way to kill that left-hand tower. We'll see how M4ke prepares against that. So it is the Rage version of Goblin Giant Sparky, and that's going to be tower down left-hand side. But look at this. Miniminter just ruining that right-hand side. This is beautiful, beautiful gameplay from Miniminter. Just keeps on putting it together, although could run into a 3-crown situation. Can he stop that? Wow, just barely stops the Sparky. Needs to stop that Mini-P.E.K.K.A as well. Musketeer in the pocket. Mini-P.E.K.K.A does not get on tower. Musketeer gets 1 shot. Arrows come in to finish that left-hand tower. Miniminter holding on. Unbelievable. Mwah, mwah. Gorgeous play from Miniminter. That was phenomenal. And now up 2-0, potentially going to go ahead and sweep this thing. Let's take a look at your stats view, courtesy of our friends over at Stats Royale. And again, we have tournaments like this on my channel regularly, every week throughout April and May, $100 open tournaments that you can be a part of here on over on madcat.tv/Rich Slaton. The link will be in the show notes, of course. Miniminter up 2-0. That's super crazy. So yes, you can go and join these every single week. Go to madcat.tv/Rich Slaton. That'll be in the show notes. Weekly $100 tournament prize pool provided by our friends over at AMG, Aftershock Media Group, helping the content creating community for mobile gaming throughout mobile gaming. So, the ban is still Bomb Tower. Yeah, M4ke just being a little confused there on the ban rules. We're recording this live. It is currently streaming on madcat.tv/Rich Slaton. Up for VOD for those of you over on the YouTube side. Of course, again, this will be, you have a chance. If you want to win $100, you believe you're good enough at Clash Royale, we'll be doing this weekly with support sponsored by AMG. So here we go, getting into our 3rd game, which could be our final. Miniminter now 1 win away from winning that $100 and closing things out very, very quickly. He has been so good throughout this tournament. Really a talented player. And here we go. Game number 3 request is up. Let's see if we're about to jump into this thing. M4ke, the Finnish player, has had a great run so far, but running into a brick wall that is a very, very talented Miniminter. One of the better players who's not in CRL. So let's go ahead and take a look at what they're bringing for game number 3. Make needs to get a full-on reverse sweep, three wins in a row if he has any hope of winning that $100. Remember, Bomb Tower is the ban for this best-of-5 set. And for the first time, we're seeing both players hold off to begin. So I'm thinking Miniminter not playing that bait deck 3 times in a row. Of course, that would have been a huge mental juke, a crazy, crazy move from Miniminter. So interesting to see these going with something different. And, of course, dropping that 20-win emote, which is always pretty nasty when you see the guy across from you dropping that one. And Make hasn't dropped that one yet, so a little bit of a BM battle here to open things up. Hi, guys. I'm Rich Slaton. This is the Madcat $100 Open, sponsored by AMG, providing the prize pool that we'll do this every single week. Why am I telling you again? Because I'm on camera and we're waiting for them to do something. If you haven't yet and you're here on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Give a like to this video. You know, share it with somebody. Do all those different things. And check me out on Madcat TV, where all the streaming opportunities for you to compete will be, including, if you're, I probably won't be watching this by then, but if you're watching this on the stream on Madcat, tomorrow, the open qualifier for Revel's new tournament, 700 euros on the line, and it's an open qualifier. There are open tournaments on this channel all the time, so watch those things. Also, how you doing? Are you washing your hands a lot? Do you wear a mask when you go outside? Are you distancing correctly? Are you being careful? Are you playing lots of Clash Royale? I'm doing all those things. Also drinking way too much coffee. Can't you tell? Man, 25 seconds left, and eventually these guys will play something. Hopefully they'll play something. Maybe they'll just do this for the entire 5 minutes, which would be the greatest troll in the history of Clash Royale. If they just did this for 5 minutes, they're not gonna. They're not gonna, because there's $100 on the line here. But that would be hilarious if they were just like, you know what? Let's just make Rich sit here for 5 minutes. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. Do not do that. Here we go. Sparky, right-hand lane for Miniminter, and E-Golem opposite lane for Make. So, oh boy. Miniminter in a bit of trouble here. Going to have to go with that Mini-P.E.K.K.A left-hand lane. Man, you drop the Sparky and immediately hell comes down the opposite side. So Elixir Golem, Battle Healer, Night Witch, left-hand lane, and right into an E-Drag. Oh boy, can the E-Drag get off the board in time? No, this might be the first win here. Well, not yet. Well defended by Make. Well defended by Miniminter. I thought that was going to be tower, a big tower problem left-hand side. Both guys defending very well. Of course, that whole exchange had an advantage to Make from the beginning. And somehow, Miniminter still defended that left-hand lane. So this time, Goblin Giant, Mini-P.E.K.K.A behind on the right-hand side. NATO trying to hold it back. And this Dark Prince Minions combination left-hand lane doing pretty well, but not well enough. Under 1,000 HP on the left-hand side for Miniminter's tower, but now loading up into that same lane. Dark Prince, Mini-P.E.K.K.A, Goblin Giant, all running for that tower. Fireball in, and that Goblin Giant should take the E-Wiz off the board, I believe. No, it retargets because of the E-Wiz shot, 1356. And now Miniminter's in a lot of trouble. Make making a push at the bridge. E-Golem. Got to get that Electro Drag off if this doesn't have any hope of playing defense correctly. Probably not going to go, though. This should be tower down left-hand side. Make gets the win in game number 3, and ooh boy, things just got exciting. We're going to a game 4. Let's take a look at those stats, courtesy of our friends at Stats Royale. Do you know what your next chest is? You don't? Well, guess what? Stats Royale will tell you. And you see not a lot played here. Tons of leaking. Why? Because they hung out for a very, very long time. Okay, so the ban, I'm going to go ahead and program that in right now. The ban is going to be Baby Dragon. So let me go ahead and get that one loaded up. Ban is going to be Baby Dragon here from Miniminter. Oh, these sizes are very different. I'm going to go ahead and make that a little bit bigger here. Kaboom, kaboom. All right, there we go. Bans are Baby Dragon and Bomb Tower going into game number 4 with Miniminter up 1. Taking a moment here. Make needs to win 2 more. Miniminter can close this thing out at any moment. Waiting on game. Here we go. Game number 4. Kicking off. Top of your screen, Make, the finished player. Bottom of your screen, Miniminter. Bans are Baby Dragon and Bomb Tower. So a lot of splash damage off the board. Might we see a ton of swarm troops here? Very curious. Of course, Goblin Hut now going to be almost mandatory that Bomb Tower's out. Goblin Hut basically seems mandatory these days. Ice Golem to the right-hand lane. Maybe Make going with Graveyard, potentially. Of course, both guys showing decks that could be Graveyard. Bomb Tower and Baby Dragon both out. Poison. for M4ke high. So it looks like M4ke is going to be going with something more in the Royal Hogs or Hog Rider direction. Now you see that Heal Spirit. And there goes M4ke setting up left-hand side. And there we go. A 10 elixir push into the left, right into a log. Is a Heal Spirit back around. Snowball making some room. Miniminter just going crazy on the left-hand side. 10 elixir dropped at the bridge as soon as he saw the 5 elixir spent on the right-hand side with that Goblin Hut. And comes out of it not that bad. The Goblin Hut's going to be annoying chipping on the right-hand side, but the archers are done. Did a ton of damage left-hand side. Miniminter just dropped 10 elixir at the bridge and still came out okay. Sometimes this game is bananas, guys. Sometimes this game is absolutely crazy. 2 Goblin Huts down now for M4ke. That chip damage to the right-hand side will add up, though. EQ down for Miniminter. And M4ke's doing some legit damage on that right-hand side. Behind, but not behind by an insane amount. So Miniminter took a big-time gamble. Paid off, but not out of the woods yet. This time goes a slightly different 8 elixir push at the bridge. Is the Heal Spirit behind? Has to wait for the log, obviously. Doesn't want to get that Heal Spirit logged out. And these minions do not connect. Nice Mega Minion there from M4ke to keep it off the board. 372 left-hand side. Miniminter now ahead by a significant margin. M4ke needs to pick up the pace here. Splitting the archers, cycling log right-hand side. EQ in for Miniminter. And here comes the graveyard. And barbs right into it. Poison will get the barbs off the board, but will it be enough? 189 left-hand side. Snowball and EQ will win the game for Miniminter. So now M4ke just has to kind of load up on the right-hand side. And Miniminter just going, hey, we're going to play the right-hand side. I know it. I can win that left-hand side. Doesn't even need the snowball there. And now just pouring it on the right-hand lane. Piggy's aggressive at the bridge. M4ke needs to get a graveyard down. Needs to do it very, very quickly. But Miniminter not letting him. The pressure is absolutely relentless. GG. Well played. 3-1 win for Miniminter. $100. There you go. Wow. What an unbelievable performance by Miniminter throughout this tournament. The stuff he did back top to bottom, not just in this best of 5, but in the other games as well. Trying to get these stats to come up here. Give me 1 second. We can see our final stats view of the day. But they are not cooperating. That's what you want for the first. There we go. There's your final stats. Courtesy of Stats Royale. Best of 5. And Miniminter goes with a very popular Hog Rider Barbs deck with the Heal Spirit and the aggression that he played early on. And that was the big key here for Miniminter, was keeping the pressure on both sides of the board. So GG, well played from Miniminter, and that's going to be $100 won. And of course, let me pop back out here, talk to you guys for a second. That $100 could be you. If you're here on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. And in the show notes will be the link to my Madcat profile, madcat.tv/RichSlaton, where is the exclusive home for these live tournaments every single week. A $100 open tournament, sponsored by AMG Aftershock Media Group, helping out the mobile gaming content creating community all around the world. That's every single week. $100 open tournament, 1,000-person tournament, max 3 losses, top 8 make a bracket. The winner of that bracket, like Miniminter today, wins $100. So that's going to be going on weekly throughout April and the month of May. Make sure to check that out. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Sub will probably be right about here somewhere and stuff like that. And check out the other stuff on my channel, of course, the Inside the Plays, Clash Royale, Esports News. That's going to be it for this video. I will see you next time. I'm Rich Slaton. Take care.